On March 11, 1939, in Carbondale, Pennsylvania, Pop and Alice Swika welcomed the first of their 4 children. Growing up, Stephen Swika spent his summers on the road because his parents operated carnival games. In fact, Steve's first job was at the age of 6. He was a gopher. The dollars he earned for running errands on the Midway would be the start of the savings that would propel him into owning his own show. As a teenager, it became obvious that Steve was consumed with the engineering and mechanics that went into the show's amusement rides. He entered a contest designing cars for General Motors and Fisher Body, and one of his designs placed 3rd in the nation. When Steve graduated from high school, GM offered to hire him as an automobile designer, but his love for the outdoor amusement business prevailed. Steve and his parents entered into a partnership in 1957 by purchasing their first ride together, an Allen Herschel helicopter. Upon delivery, and against all outside advice, the 18-year-old trailer-mounted the ride for ease of transport, setup, and teardown. He was one of the first in the industry to make such a conversion, which became a signature trait known as Swikerizing the ride. That very helicopter ride is still operating today on tons of fun shows. In the formative years, the S&S show traveled with Amusements of America, Morris Hannum shows, and out of Philadelphia, Active Bazaar. As the show grew with additional rides, Steve put his design on many other rides like the 1921 Eli Bridge Ferris wheel. He designed his own folding hub and mounted the ride on a trailer. He trailer-mounted a 1946 Allen Herschel merry-go-round, his 1962 Eli Bridge Scrambler, and a 1967 Spider. Steve's designs were drawn with chalk on the shop floor, and the help was cautioned to make sure you don't sweep. During the 60s, Steve built metal Ferris wheel seats and also trailer-mounted rides for other shows. When a colleague would come and ask for help, Steve always graciously complied, whether by offering advice or looking at a problem ride. He was the definition of a true showman. Steve's show took off. The route was mainly in northeastern Pennsylvania, so no need to travel south. This allowed him to spend more time working on projects in the shop. This was where Steve was happiest. In 1984, Steve was appointed to the first Amusement Ride Safety Board by Pennsylvania Governor Dick Thornburgh. Steve helped to author the Pennsylvania Ride Safety Act. He was also a proud supporter of NAARSO, the OABA, and the International Independent Showmen's Association. He has served on the OABA board and faithfully followed the ASTM rulemaking processes. Steve loved to visit amusement parks and developed many great friendships with park managers. Steve and the whole Swika family are most proud of their involvement in the Pennsylvania Showman Carousel Scholarship Project at the PA Farm Show. Steve and his wife Jackie, who is a member of the OABA Hall of Fame, started the scholarship over 14 years ago. To date, this project has raised over $450,000 to support students. They set the carousel up each year during the holidays, with all of the proceeds going to the students. Steve may not be physically with us any longer, but his wisdom, philosophies, and pioneer spirit have been passed down to his children, grandchildren, family, and friends. His innovations will live in the industry for years to come. Tonight, Stephen Swika Jr. is officially the 2019 Outdoor Amusement Business Association Pioneer Award recipient.